Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Birdsidell. With me, as always, I got the boys. I got my main man, Anthony, Wig Split and Shuley.
What's up?
Johnny, Cheek Bust and Rosado.
What's up? What's up?
And Jack, Peter Gaze and Welsh. What's up, Peter Gaze?
What's going on?
If you're watching this right now, do us a favor and please hit the like button and the subscribe button if you didn't subscribe already. But please, it would help us out if you hit the like button and maybe even leave a comment. Let us know you liked it. So, how was your weekend, boys? Let's do a little check-in.
Good. Super wild card weekend. Shit was getting
Yeah.
crazy football-wise.
A lot of good football besides the Steeler game.
A lot of good football
We'll get to that, yeah.
Fucking went out for the went to old Dr. Dave's on Saturday for the games. Motley crew as usual.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a good time. Johnny Jabs came out.
Started getting all punchy on everybody.
Johnny
Got a little jabby after the first game.
Yeah, John got a
I haven't
little
seen
jab
people
here
in a while.
early. Yep. But no, it was a good time.
So John Jones Jr. was out there fucking.
Yeah, he was.
Till Yogi tried to poison me.
Yep.
Oh, dude. So Yogi was eating weed candy. Rosado was
Right, he was trying to
30
poison me,
shots.
and yeah.
Yogi ate enough weed candy to like kill a mini horse.
Did he?
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. He ate like 400 grams of fucking THC, and
Dude,
I ate a fair share myself, but like fucking.
He takes it to another fucking level, dude.
Dude,
Yogi the cheek buster. He was trying to bust some cheeks.
dude, he went. I'm surprised he got off the fucking couch.
Was he trying to give NyQuil out to people?
Dude, it was nuts. It was a good time. You
NyQuil
gotta watch
gummies.
those. You never know where those edibles are gonna go, man. You think like this is just gonna be fun, and next thing you know, like you don't move from the couch,
Yeah, you can't feel your legs.
or you eat half of a charcuterie board, like I did. And I was like the only one fucking eating it too. And I was so high, I was aware I was the only one eating it. You know, and I'm like, man, why is nobody else fucking these snacks up? 'Cause everyone else is fucking pounding beer and doing cocaine. No one else is fucking hungry.
Yeah. Hey, that looks good, man. You eat the rest. Eat enough for everybody.
Yeah, thanks for the snacks, Carl. But
It's
no,
funny. That's fucking great. But so Rosado, how many drafts do you think you threw out? What's the over under? We like 40 punches.
no, it's over that.
Was
Way
it?
over 40.
Dude, three.
There was
Dude,
3
you-
football games.
Three were dead to my stomach that I just had surgery on.
Dude, for some reason we started doing shots because everybody had the Bills in the over.
It was early.
It was early. So
Yeah.
So once Indy didn't kick that field goal and the Bills went down there, like if the Bills score, we're doing shots. As soon as we started doing shots,
It was early shots. Dudes were going after it quick.
yeah.
Everybody in the room and everybody I know had the fucking Bills, and like usually, like I stay on the other side of that, and I was like, no, fuck it, this is the. I walked in and they're like, who do you got? I was like, Bills, easiest bet of all time. And then John just rooted against all of us as like fucking the Colts would like score or the Bills would fumble or throw a fucking pick. It was
That's
crazy.
like when that's the worst one. Like Yogi would have. Remember when the story with fucking DC? With DC could have went to the Super Bowl when Mike McCarthy was coaching the Green Bay Packers. Yogi had like an $8 teaser in. He's like, dude, if Green Bay loses, I'm gonna win this teaser and win $19.
Yeah.
I literally had no money on a game for some reason. Like I just wanted to see a good game.
Yeah, see, John, I just want to see a good game. Like, fuck your good game. I want to blow out here so I could afford to gamble for the rest of the day. Not only did I breaking news, I continue to gamble as I lost, and now it's time to pay the bookie today. Not a good day.
Not a good day.
Not a good day. Gambling's just stupid. People shouldn't do it. You can't win. Fucking. But
Yeah.
here I am. Well, thank God football.
You guys won that Buffalo game,
I'm
though,
gonna,
right?
I'm gonna no.
It was 6.5.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I literally didn't win one bet. Now I'm fucking gonna spend $1,000 on block pools for the Super Bowl. So hopefully
Yeah,
cash
you'll
back
get
in
it back
there.
then.
And Mega Millions tonight too. It's up to $625.
Did you play?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
How
That
many
should cover
tickets
it.
you buy?
I'm about enough.
Enough? Yeah, good. That's all.
Fuck, I think I'm gonna buy some on the way home.
Yeah.
Get out
Yeah,
of this
you-
mess.
Anybody that's listening to this, if you hit the Mega Millions and you played because this will be over already. That's funny. This isn't live. I'm an idiot. I was gonna say like you're gonna know the Greenfield Finest podcast like 10% because if you get up and go play after this, like I want my cut.
Yeah, but you gotta get something. Let me wet my beak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Shuley was too scared to come out today because he's so mature now.
No, dude.
Grown up Shuley sucks.
You know what I think? I think ever since Rosa yelled at you for drinking that beer at dinner, that you're not a new man.
Yeah.
You're right. She put my balls in her coin purse.
Yep, you haven't done one shot since since the show started.
I know. What is soft?
You know, Big Herc would say you're a beta male. You're not an alpha no more. You're a beta.
No,
Sure,
you know what?
You're not drinking right now?
No, he's drinking.
Of course
I picked him up at his dad's house. I mean, he came out smelling like booze, but he kind of eased up from there.
Yeah, I mean,
good.
You drink on a Tuesday, but not on a Saturday with your pals, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
that makes sense because
no.
you've seen everybody all the time.
Listen, I know the scenario, Dr. Davis. Dude. I've read this book before. It ends with me coming home at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning.
It's the same story every time.
Yeah,
for all of us.
I know this, dude.
The only reason it changed for me is because I didn't drink this time.
Because you can't drink.
Yeah,
If you could
right.
drink, you would have drank, and you'd be home at 6 in the morning.
Right, no doubt. Or like
yes.
I would have been like fucking at 12, like fucking standing on the bar getting yelled at by
with no
everybody.
shirt on.
Yeah, like fucking
Showing your
terrorizing.
fucking wounds.
Yeah,
Jack,
Valentina
was
to suck
that
my
your
scar.
first time? Was this your first time being out with people when everyone else is drinking and you weren't? Was that your first time?
Not my first time, but it's I haven't been in that situation often. It sucks. But
Yeah.
I wasn't sober. I was fucking literally on the moon. Fucking
On the weed.
yeah, on the weed. So I mean, it's a lot. If
Yeah.
I was sober, I think it'd be intolerable. On the
Yeah.
weed, it was tolerable.
Yeah, but I'd say by like the third quarter of the Buffalo game, you would have to get the hell out.
Yeah, I had to get out of there. Yeah.
Because once the shot started,
Once
they didn't stop.
once the whiskey gets into everybody's blood, that's when that's when everyone, okay.
That's when I lose control.
And like you said, like no one's fucking seen each other. It's not like we've been out. We're old. We're not like we're in the streets fucking going to Cosmo with the kids.
No.
Fucking,
Yeah.
so that's the first time some
Yeah,
dudes seen each other.
we came
They're
out-
itching to go. Fucking dudes
Yeah.
were ready to drink.
We came through like a hellish Christmas season. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Shit hasn't been great.
No. Still not great.
You know what? I might go out again next Saturday. Now you talked me into it.
Yeah, we might as well. The fucking Browns are in the playoffs.
Now I'm gonna go and stay out till fucking
Should.
6 in the morning.
You should. What do you got to lose? Your whole family? Whatever.
Big deal.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
But,
No.
but dude, that Steeler fucking game.
Here we go. Number one fan, Johnny. I left you alone during the game because I knew you were probably.
Dude, I'm not saying they were paid off. But, I mean, there's a lot of money gambled on these games. And for Marquise Pouncey to throw that ball 20 feet over Ben's head, who's like
Weird.
6'10".
When they've been at, like,
And then they both run to the ball and look at it like they have no idea what to fucking do.
Well,
Kick it out of bounds or
kick
jump
it out of.
on it.
It's crazy and kick it out
Kick
of
it
bounds.
out of bounds.
It's crazy.
Like Connor looked like he was scared to touch it. Like, grab the fucking thing.
Yeah, they like didn't like want to like take. I don't know why they didn't want to take the. I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck they were thinking. Like take the fucking safety and get out of here.
Right. Yeah, or at least dive
Yeah,
on it.
give
Don't,
him a touchdown.
dude, if you don't hit the ground, like, dude, Connor like literally ran by it and just like was like it looked like he didn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah. No, yeah, they both did. It was.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was the game fucking.
and then what? The next drive was a pick. You know what I mean?
No, threw it.
We punted, and then it was the next drive after that.
Okay.
Was
All
Back
his
and
picks were
forth.
absolute dog shit.
I mean,
The
dude,
last one was
it was-
redonkulous.
it was 28-0 with like 2 minutes in the
First
first
quarter.
First quarter,
That's
yeah.
fucking insane. And
And,
I mean, I just like I don't like to be right all the time. It just turns out that I am most of the time.
gift
So,
and
I
a
mean,
curse.
yeah, I mean, I've been saying this since week one, and they just been through the ball like 65 times or some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, he
For, like,
he
almost
completed, like,
500?
50 of them. or
Yeah,
something.
like 48 or something.
500
Dude,
yards.
but
yeah,
they
4
almost
touchdowns,
kept
4
like seeming
TDs.
like they were going to come back. Like, okay. And then as soon as they got it within 12 points, like, all
Not
of a
to
sudden,
go-
Nick Chubb,
Well, yeah, when he ran a 47
dude,
yard
he
touchdown.
looked like fucking
John, I don't
Jim
know if
Brown.
you remember this, but you were breaking down the game on Saturday to everybody, anybody that would listen.
Was that?
You were just saying you got to give Chubb the ball if they want any chance, and like they listen. You're
They
right.
must have.
Yep, because they fucking. They
I was
couldn't-
in my Zen mode.
They couldn't tackle that dude for anybody to save their fucking lives.
Spillane, dude, they had Spillane covering Landry.
Yeah, that
behind
makes
him.
sense.
Like, what the fuck
That's a
is
good.
that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that's,
He's their best
that's
receiver,
crazy.
and you got.
I
your
mean, he's
fucking,
a run stopper, but you don't want him covering their
If
best
you're- if
receiver.
You want him
you're-
covering a back out of backfield, or a tight end, not
Right,
fucking
I mean
their
that's
number
what
one.
linebackers cover. Fucking, if you're Spillane and you look, you're like, huh?
Landry.
Timeout.
Right.
Times. Like, there's no way
You
can't.
fake an injury.
Yeah,
you do something.
Like, dude, I get the back out of the backfield. Like call somebody else
Hey,
over.
coach, I shouldn't even be on this field,
Yeah.
let alone fucking covering fucking Landry. Fucking Landry Jones, right?
Yeah.
Fucking
No.
Jarvis
Jarvis
Landry.
Landry. Who's Landry Jones?
That's
Used to be
our
our
old
backup.
backup.
Quarterback, man. He
Quarterback,
stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I shouldn't even be on this field, let alone fucking
On
covering
the number
this
one,
dude.
yeah. And they're like 2 plays in a row, it was the exact same pass. They got a first down, and I think they got like another first down.
Dude, I mean, to not go for it on that 4th and 1, like
That
what?
was insane.
We finally had some momentum. Like fucking couldn't get momentum for the fucking life.
Right. Nobody
The
would have
fucking
blamed you
team.
if you didn't get that 1 yard. Like,
No.
fuck it.
No, it's fucking.
It was like
insane.
we were on there like 40 or 45 or something.
Dude, you had to go for that 4th and 1. But at the same time, we don't have a fucking running game at all. So like, what are you?
Non-existent.
You're gonna throw one of those slam passes that get fucking broken up. Fuck it. I'd love to see the stats of what fucking they get broken up or tackled.
It's just like the weirdest. Like Ben didn't play great in the second half, but it's a fucking like we said this a couple weeks ago. Like he came out of the Colts game, played like fucking dog shit, went in at halftime. They definitely shot him up with something, and then he came out and he played better. Like why aren't they shooting him up before the game?
Right.
Like with
Dude,
something.
shoot him up every quarter.
Shoot him up all the time. Why not? It's going to be his last year.
Dude,
He's definitely retired.
they do the same thing every fucking year. They did the same thing when they were in the playoffs with Jacksonville. They got down to the point where, like, it was unbelievable. Then they make, like, a little bit of a comeback, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Why didn't you play like this the whole fucking time?
The fired Tomlin birds are out there.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's Pittsburgh.
Dude, I
And
like
they
I like Tomlin, but
So do
sometimes
I.
I don't understand how the fuck they're so unprepared
Dude,
for a
did you
big
hear-
game.
I
They
think
s-
you got to get Coach Randy the fuck out of there.
They said
Yeah.
they said that Tomlin called almost every defensive play during that game,
Yeah.
which is crazy because
Who the fuck's her? I don't even know who her defense coordinator is.
Kevin
no.
Butler.
Yeah, that
Kevin
country
Butler.
ass dude.
Yeah.
Kevin Butler,
I
the
didn't
dude
know
from
that.
Greenfield that killed
Yeah.
Cat.
Yeah, but
fucking
he's
cat
actually
killer.
pretty decent.
He got-
he
he,
turned
yeah.
our defense around, and then
Allegedly.
why would Tomlin like take over calling plays for defense for that game? Makes no
It-
sense.
I
It
don't
really
know.
didn't matter when you're snapping the ball over fucking people's heads and you're throwing fucking 4 interceptions. It doesn't matter what the defense calls. They were doomed. It was LeBron's time. I'm starting to believe the NFL is scripted, and like it's just LeBron's time.
You're saying it's a WWF?
I'm starting to think it. I watched this video on YouTube, and this dude predicted this thing basically like 3 weeks ago. He said the Browns are going to make the playoffs. They're going to beat the Steelers, and they're going to give Kansas City a really good game. And it's going to be the new 4 emerging quarterbacks are going to lead the AFC.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
they're
want
like
those 4 young dudes for sure. There's a
He's
storyline
like-
there.
Yeah, he's like, there's the new exciting players, and that's what it is. The NFC is going to have the old guys who are on the way out. The AFC is going to be like the new guys, and they're going to the ones drawing all the attention, which is true because if you remember when we were kids, like, yeah, there was dudes that talked about Joe Montana and whatever, but dudes were always talking about Michael Vick. He might not have been the best, but he was the most exciting player we knew at the time.
Right, yeah. If you're a young kid to football, you're not going to gravitate towards fucking Tom Brady on the Buccaneers. You're going to gravitate towards Mahomes or Lamar Jackson
Right.
because they're like cool and hip.
Do you-
That's
Or
who you
even
see
Baker and freaking Mayfield.
on. Yeah,
dude.
that's who you see on TikTok.
Do you
Right.
do you think Ben retires?
I just said hip, like, and it rolled off the tongue so well. That's terrifying. Jesus Christ. Do I think Ben retires? No, I don't think anybody retires. I think they take a couple weeks and they say fucking
You don't think Marquise Pouncey either?
no.
No, 'cause
I
they're gonna
think
stick together.
they're gonna say one more run, and that's gonna be the fucking that's gonna be the motto. Fucking like this year was revenge tour because people beat the fuck out of us last year. This year is to be like one more time, and like Pouncey will stay.
The thing
Ben's
is,
gonna
though,
stay.
with Ben, dude, it's like $42 million on the cap or some shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're Ben, why the fuck But he gets 22.
Yeah.
He gets 22 of it if he walks away.
But what I'm saying is, we can't sign, like, you can't re-sign Juju. Connor, let him walk.
Yeah, you're gonna let
You know what I
Connor.
mean?
You're gonna let Connor go.
There's like a bunch of like Hayden, Joe
yeah,
Hayden.
no,
There's a
they're
bunch
they're in
of
they're in a
dudes.
horrible salary
Yeah.
cap situation.
Yeah.
We're in the dark days of some Steelers.
Oh yeah,
Steelers
it's gonna
coming.
be the '80s again real soon.
Yeah. But who knows? Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with Juju.
He's
That
gone.
sucks. He had a hell of a game. He talked shit before the game.
Then
Play
you see
pool
him
talk
walk-
shit after
You
the
see
game.
him
Yeah.
walking off about to cry.
Yeah, I don't like.
He played good though.
Yeah, he did play good. He had like fucking 10 or 11 catches.
Now he had
Yeah.
a couple touch. Well, he had at least one touchdown.
Yeah, definitely had one touchdown, and then 10, 11 catches for over 100 yards. I don't know. He played tough, dude. I'd like to see Juju come back. He's like turning into a Hines Ward.
Yeah.
We just have a major. We
But
have
he's
we have an
ready to
issue
get
at line,
paid.
and we have a fucking running issue, and we have a play calling issue, and it's just fucking.
You
lot of
need
problems.
you need to transition Ben so he don't have to throw the fucking ball a million times. You need a running
Yeah.
game. You need to shore up the line and get one. It's nice to see him get like a nice young running back who's like a.
I was
Elite.
just thinking that after watching that fucking national championship game, I'm just like wondering, is there any way that dude Najee Harris would make it down to us?
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. I don't know if
It's
they
weird,
get, I don't know if they
because
could trade.
Running back
running back-
dudes don't take running backs like they used to. So I mean, I get what you're saying. There's a chance that'd be nice, but like, what's the point of having a fucking running back if you're not going to use them? You have to get another You have to fire an offensive coordinator.
but-
Right, you
but
just
he's
can't. You
not
can't go out of
gonna-
the shotgun
yeah,
every
Coach
time.
Randy
anymore.
got to roll.
That's fucking Ben calling all that, dude. Randy Fiegner's a puppet.
I don't know.
I don't believe.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I mean, Ben
I-
definitely influences it.
I
but-
think he's a puppet. If you ask me.
My final thoughts on Juju is I kind of like this shit talking. I mean, it kind of makes it like funny and stuff, and like people are like, oh, he didn't back it. Like, so what? It's go out there and talk shit.
Yeah.
At least it's entertaining. Dance on the logos. Fucking. At least he's not a pussy.
Do you see him
Like-
dance before the one play?
Yeah. I mean, that's. I mean, if you
That's
hear,
kinda funny.
yeah, if you hear your jam, you're gonna shake your ass a little bit. You know what I mean? If Todd put on a banger right now, I'm gonna bop my head to it. But like fucking talking shit before a game is one thing, whatever. I don't like giving them like fucking bulletin board material, as the coaches call it. But like, if you're gonna do it, that's fine. Talking shit after you got your ass kicked, like Claypool's doing
He
right
shouldn't
now.
have done that. He sounded like
He
an idiot.
sounds like,
An
dude,
idiot.
he's a major wide receiver. I think he's just a huge fucking spoiled geek that's like
Probably.
never been
He's
like.
Canadian.
Went to Notre Dame and he's
Yeah,
Canadian.
like he
Strike two.
he sounds he's coming off like a real pussy.
Yeah, like, oh, they're about to get clapped by the Chiefs.
Yeah, he's like,
Right.
they're gonna get clapped by the Chiefs, and then he was like breaking down like fucking like this dude covering him was like the sixth receiver, and he was like talking shit on him, like, cause you lost, like you lost like bad. It wasn't even close.
I just don't know why these dudes just don't know to shut up. Are they like just that arrogant?
Yeah,
or
some
stupid?
dude on the Chiefs is talking shit on the Browns already. Like, yeah, I mean,
Sammy
Juju
Watkins.
is right. Yeah, Sammy Watkins like said the same fucking thing.
Sammy Watkins has a migraine every other fucking game, dude.
You have a bad fantasy or for your son?
I fucking hate Sammy Watkins.
No, because he's on my team.
Yeah, he has a migraine like every 2 weeks.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Hey, dude, pitchers and catchers in 1 month. You
Yeah,
know what I
great.
mean? There we
Yeah.
go, Bucks.
We
Buck
can head down here, dude. My
But-
girlfriend's dad said we could come down and hang out if we want to.
Nice.
For spring
Is that where they're
training.
at in Bradenton?
Yeah.
Bucktober. Let's go.
Fuck that. Hockey starts tomorrow,
Did the Pens start tomorrow?
5:30.
Yeah, I don't know. Hockey, gay.
Oh, I like hockey.
Do
I
you?
like hockey when you could go to
Yeah, I
it.
like watching
Do
hockey.
you?
I like. I miss going to. I even like going on PNC Park when they suck, just because there was something to do and a nice. night.
Hockey doesn't.
It's better than baseball.
Correct. It doesn't translate well to TV. Hockey in person's good.
Oh yeah. I mean, baseball in person is mediocre.
Yeah, but you
it's-
go down there to bullshit, drink
right,
a beer.
It's the atmosphere.
Yeah,
you like.
baseball's one of those sports like you don't have to feel bad about not watching the game.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
you're right.
if I get some like decent Steeler tickets or some shit like that, I'm like, like I should go to my seat. Fucking baseball, like I'll go stand at that fucking bar and wherever the fuck. it's
Bow
at.
tie
Right.
bar.
Yeah, the bow tie bar. There we go, and
Yeah.
fucking just hammer beers there.
Yeah, the whole stadium would be empty, but the bow tie bar is like shoulder to shoulder. packed.
Yeah, why wouldn't I pay $10 for a shot at the bow tie bar?
There
Yeah.
really wasn't. I mean, did you guys hear anything else in the news this week? Nothing really major happened, right?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't see anything.
The whole
It's funny.
the whole
it's funny, like-
goddamn world has gone bananas. But besides
It's
that,
funny how the importance of things on our shows. It's like we gotta talk about fucking, Juju talking shit. And
I was
fucking,
gonna like reverse it, and I was like, nobody wants to hear. But we can't open
Nah.
up with fucking crazy white people losing their minds storming the Capitol.
I mean, the thing is, it's like the cat. Like the thing to me is the dude who, like, so much came out about the dude who had the horns, and then they were like, I love how they had it already. Like the Simpsons predicted it. That ended up being fake. But like,
I knew that had to be fake.
it was the dude with the horns, and then like the fat dude that was next to him, and it was like just like the cast of characters that got in there. It just leads me to believe that like 100%, like they want this country divided. How did them dudes get in? They want people to hate each other. I'm not about that. I'm not gonna sit here and start bashing sides and everything like that. Like I think it's a bunch of fucking bullshit. Like I can't believe that dude is like the face of their fucking whatever they're trying to do. But he was in jail and he said he hasn't eaten since Friday because he's a vegan.
Yeah, he's on a hunger strike. He wants to be a vegan.
He's been eating plenty of cock meat sandwiches in Guantanamo.
Yeah, see how hungry
Getting
he
his cheeks busted. He should take a lesson from Big Hurt. But Moneyline, go ahead. You were saying some funny stuff to me earlier today about that.
Nah, I just think everybody. If you go to like any protest for anything in the world, and that many people get together, dumb shit is gonna happen. So you got to be like a special person even to like go to something like that and fucking think like you got to be ready. If you get a giant crowd like that, you got to be ready for like, all right,
There's
this many people.
Craziness.
There's a good percentage of morons here. I mean, you could once you get there, you could just see like, this place is full of idiots. Maybe I should get out of here.
Right.
Which I'm sure that fucking happened. But yeah, once they got in the Capitol and they were fucking breaking windows and shit, like fucking it was. I was like watching it. I like just got home. And I turned it on, and I watched it for a couple hours. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like, what is going on? These people are out of their fucking trees.
Yeah, dude, and there was a couple
absolutely right.
pictures. I don't want to go
Dudes are-
into it, dude. But
dudes
they
are-
definitely looked like some of the security was like, well, fuck it, come on in.
There was
Like they were
nobody
either
there.
overmatched, and they were like, fuck
I
this.
think it looked like they were outmatched, and they just opened the gates. I mean,
That's
that dude
stupid,
carrying
though.
That was funny.
That dude carrying that podium, like he's fucked. They're
He's
all
fucked.
they arrested like all those motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're getting everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna
And-
get fucked on it.
And like if you're gonna go do that, like one, if you have a mask on right now, like maybe at a Trump Trump rally, like fucking most people aren't wearing them. But if you have one on, no one's gonna question you. If you're about to break in the Capitol and do some stupid shit,
Put a
why
mask
not
on.
pop that mask on and like
Yeah,
save
right.
yourself some life ruining shit?
Yeah, put your MAGA mask on.
Yeah,
and
just
keep-
pop it over. No one's gonna say anything. You're following the rules.
Dude,
Dude, break whatever you want.
Aren't they catching like a lot of people like on their flights home? Like,
Dude, they put them on no fly list and shit.
Wait,
They
wait.
wouldn't let them get on like their flights.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the one dude? He got popped. His ex-wife like called the FBI. Like, I know that motherfucker. That's Bill. You know what I mean?
That's what I mean. Like dudes you work with, so you catch someone that doesn't like you, like, oh,
Yeah, dude's
there's old
ex-wife.
Jimmy fucking
Yeah.
said he was sick today. I don't think so.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
he
Right.
ate my lunch 2 years ago.
and
I'm
yeah,
getting back
half
at
these
him.
people are like on Facebook. So like, if you're political on Facebook, half the people on there hate you, whichever side
Yeah.
you're on. People don't really,
Yeah,
people
right.
don't want to hear your shit. So you probably pissed somebody off at some point, showed you were there, and then like somebody who hates you turns you in.
If you're at that rally, you're a crazy person on Facebook.
For sure.
There's no way.
For
There's
sure.
no way you're not. So if you
Absolutely.
go to that rally, you're a crazy person on Facebook.
Right, but there's a
So and then there's people that fucking cannot stand you. Family members.
family members for sure.
Fucking living in your own house. Maybe your daughter. Like that one chick that got fucking the one lady that got punched in her face by the black female officer. Fucking like broke her fucking nose. And like her fucking daughter retweeted like, this is my mom. She told me not to go to a Black Lives Matter protest because they get too violent. How you doing there, mom? And it was a video of her mom getting socked in her face. You know what I
Get
mean? Like
punched right in the
that's what I
mouth.
mean. So like people, if you go to shit like this and shit pops off, like dudes are gonna get fired for just walking through the crowd because
Oh,
yeah.
you went to this fucking rally protest that just got completely out of control, and now you're considered the problem. I mean, like, dude, like they're putting dudes on like no fly list. That's fucking crazy. And then they were freaking out, acting like babies. Like, dude, how did you not think there was going to be consequences to this?
Oh yeah,
To
there's-
show up
It's
again.
all fun and games, so you're going live on your fucking your Instagram with 53 people watching. Now your life's over.
Yeah.
That fucking chick that got maced, that's the best video I ever seen. You see
blonde
that?
chick?
No, the chick there. She was like, I just got maced. And they were like, what were you doing? She was like, we were storming the Capitol. And her eyes are beet red and it's just pouring down her face. And they're like, well, what was the game plan once you got into it? She was like, it's a revolution.
Ma'am, what happened to you?
I got maced.
You got
They
maced.
made a,
And what happened? You were trying to go inside the
yeah,
Capitol?
I made it like a foot inside and they pushed me out and they maced me.
What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Elizabeth. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee.
And why did you want to go in?
We're storming the Capitol. It's a revolution.
Thank you.
I was like, you deserve every bit of this, fucking idiot. But yeah,
I mean,
the dude's
the
like,
bottom line is like it'd be fucking great if shit just got back to normal, because most people aren't. I really don't believe are that far off from their thoughts. I don't think like there's that many people on this side and that many people. I believe more of the society is like leaning
normal, and there's
towards
extreme people on the right and left.
Right.
And fucking,
And they fucking set the narrative for everybody
But them
else.
people on the
That's
far
right.
sides, man,
That's
they're
right.
loud.
yeah, I mean, and that's what you
Well,
see.
that's social media.
Because the
Just-
people in the middle or the people with like common sense aren't fucking taking 3 days off to go fucking
Right.
stand,
and they're not
stand
the
in
ones
the freezing
arguing
cold.
with you
Yeah,
on
right.
Facebook.
They're not.
They're
No,
like, dude, just leave me the fuck alone.
normal people
I gotta
like
go to
me
work tomorrow.
delete their Facebook.
Did you delete it?
I deleted it fucking a while ago. I could do what like
Yeah,
months.
go get on with your friends and watch football on Saturday,
Yeah.
for God's sake.
Do some drugs.
Yeah.
Like,
Lighten up, Shuley. Were you down there?
yeah.
Julie, where's your horns at?
But if,
I was worried I was gonna get kicked off the podcast for showing
No,
up.
But-
you're all right. We're not that strict around here.
but if these dudes just get off with a slap of the wrist, I mean, they got some pretty sweet pitchers. You know?
Yeah.
That dude who stole that podium, I mean.
Yeah, he got real. He's in jail, and fucking the dude that someone like stole Pelosi's like laptop and or like the dude that put had the picture with him with his feet up like on her desk.
Oh, that
I could
dude.
like don't get me wrong. I would never put myself. I wouldn't go to something stupid like this on either side. But like once the crowd got rowdy, I could see like, oh fuck. Well, I mean, they already broke the doors. I'm gonna walk through.
Right, yeah.
And now like if you're just
I'm
going
gonna
in,
bang the gavel.
yeah, there was dudes like setting up like fucking ropes and shit. I don't know what the fuck those crazy motherfuckers. They're still talking. I mean, they're saying shit's gonna hit the fan this weekend.
They're not going to let it. They're
Nah,
going to have
I
heightened
don't-
security.
It's been on the news like
All they
fucking-
got-
They said
Yeah.
every state capital is gonna have a
every-
protest.
yeah, even like
Even
I don't
Pittsburgh,
believe
even
too.
us. Yeah, we're on like some fucking list.
No, I don't think there's going to be it. I think the security's going to be. If the security was right there, nobody would have fucking.
The security.
If
was
one
very
idiot started
weak.
climbing over the wall, and,
Yeah,
they
well,
would
I
They
have
haze
fucked him up.
and then everybody
Right.
stops. You know what I mean?
They were like waving dudes in, like, I guess you guys are up. Like.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If it's like I don't know.
I thought the door would have been locked. I mean, call me crazy, but
Right,
it's
right.
locked.
You
The-
can't break in my house.
This
that
one
fucking
dude was
easy.
like, "That isn't their house. This is our house. It's the people's." Like, guys, I mean, there's like you can't. You know, you can't do this.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
right.
Like I get what you're saying, but
Right, like-
you don't know about all that.
You're not George Washington.
I,
Settle down.
I would have liked to be there, but like at a bar, like kind of close, where I could like
Just close
where I
enough.
could like drink and hang out, and just like, man, look at these fucking idiots. But like still be like, oh man, this shit's getting crazy. This is fucking
Like one of
nuts.
your boys went in, like that fucking idiot. He got too fucked up.
Yeah, like, right.
Fucking
Someone
Bill's
gets
in there.
someone gets caught in there.
Bill's in
like,
Pelosi's office. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. You ain't gonna see him for a while.
yeah, then I mean, you just fucking. I would have just liked to like bullshit with these morons. Like so, like what you do when you got in there, big guy? Was it worth it? Like fucking.
But through
Yeah,
bars.
you're gonna lose your job at FedEx now. Fucking like you're fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was something though.
So hopefully we can start getting back to normal. That's like the
You
main
keep saying
goal.
that.
Yeah, we keep saying that. Everybody keeps saying that this back to more normal, and it's like each month goes by and
It's
by and
fucked
by,
up.
and like nothing is like getting back
It's
to normal.
further and further from
Fucking
normal.
crazy.
Dude, the best quote I
You're not
seen
giving
was-
anybody this fucking vaccine for some reason.
right.
Fucking- I could go door to door at this point and fucking get more.
And do
yeah.
better than what
Yeah.
the fuck the state is doing
Yeah,
right
like
now.
when they need the census back in the day, they hired 1 million idiots to fucking go
Right.
door to door. Anybody could shoot themselves up with a fucking
Right.
with a syringe. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck? It takes 2 seconds.
It ain't rocket science.
Yeah, fucking. I did steroids for a summer. I could fucking bang out a fucking 200 a day.
Yeah. As long as it's in your butt cheek. It's the vaccine
yeah.
going in the butt cheek.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably a shoulder.
It's a
No,
short.
it does go in I seen
Yeah.
they did it on TV.
But if you go in your butt cheek, you could go in your shoulder. I think that's where steroids go. Butt cheek and
Yeah.
shoulder.
butt cheek, shoulder, shoulder.
Yeah, you
But,
got to rotate because you're gonna get sore.
you could, or your one butt cheek will just get real big. You bulk up your right butt cheek.
That's what's like going on with my stomach right now. Like one side is like significantly bigger than the other. It's fucking very strange looking because I guess it's still swollen. Hope that fixes itself. Because not, it's gonna be a weird summer.
If it doesn't fix itself, will you be a guy at the pool with his shirt on?
No, I'll never be a guy at the pool with my
That's
shirt
what I
on.
like to
That's the
hear.
worst.
No, once you get that shit tan, everything's okay. You know what I mean? You just
Yeah.
gotta tan it. Even if you got a lopsided stomach, it makes it. If it gets a little tan, it fucking gets
Hey.
way less weird.
Just stand like a little cockeyed. It'll
Yeah.
look normal, you know?
I remember Moo would be the funniest because he got like that stab wound in his stomach. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And he'd be at the wave pool, just like playing with his little stab wound,
Like fingering it.
Yeah, finger and establishment.
Yeah, our one friend has like a fucking like belly button, a sideways belly button, like next to his belly button.
And he was like fingering himself at the wave pool. It was a good time. But I think we're gonna take a quick commercial break, everyone. We'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest podcast.
Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old, and getting the old, boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espolon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest podcast. Man, the other day I went to the Hunt and Supply store and I got a cooter detector and it goes beep, beep, beep. And I'm driving through the south side. Next thing I know, that thing starts going off like crazy. Beep, 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 beep. It took me right into 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Man, that cooter detector is the best thing I ever bought. I ain't never seen so much cooter in my life. When I went in there, I couldn't believe my eyes. I never seen so much cooter. I went in there for the cooter, but then I looked at the menu and the food was delicious. Some of the best barbecue in the burg. Not only that, they had every drink I could ever think of. So 12 Whiskey Barbecues filled with cooter, barbecue, and good drinks at 1222 East Carson Street. Make sure you stop down if you like cooter, barbecue, and drinks. 10-4. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's about that time of the year, and it looks like all the leaves are falling. Next, the snow comes, and then after that, when the winter clears, you're going to need everything pressure washed. That's why you need to call Rosado & Sons Landscaping, located in Greenfield. Phone number 412-521-9045. Make sure you call Rosado & Sons Landscaping before you call anyone else. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711. And make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest podcast and your favorite segment, Corn Dick of the Week. We got a couple Corn Dicks this week. Rough week for our boy Justin Thomas. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but we're going to play the clip for you. He had about I think it was probably about like a 3-foot putt.
No, it was a little longer than that. It was probably like an 8-footer, 10-footer.
You leave it short?
No, he pushed it to the. I think he pushed the left a little bit, and then he called himself a homophobic slur, which it's tough right now, 2020. But anybody that's missed a putt, I mean, I've called myself some shit before. I'm sure everybody else has. You just fucking swear, but I mean, it's not like he's like new to the tour. They pick up fucking everything, which sucks.
Right.
There's hot mics all over that fucking place, and like they pick up swear words probably more than any other sport, I would think. It seems that way anyhow.
I don't know. Football, can you imagine what they say on the football field that
yeah,
no
but
one picks up?
I feel like you hear swearing on the golf course more, maybe just because it's not as loud and the mics are
right.
More
Plus,
up.
there's no crowd anymore, so I don't know.
Yeah, he called himself a fucking F word.
It's so easy for him to knock that birdie putt pass when you putt it through the first cut here, the fairway cut of rough. It's so difficult to pick up how coarse the grass is going to be and what direction it's going to go, and that one just got away from him as he tried to putt aggressively through it.
Ouch. Wow. We're really unhappy with that one. You know, he struggled Looked like coming in the second 9 yesterday.
Yeah, and I'm like he said it, and then and no one really, the commentators really didn't comment, but like you knew that like this was going to come out and he was going to have, but dude came out and made a major apology.
Yeah, he had a major apology immediately, and like I don't know, man.
Did the right thing.
Golf gets away with a lot. Golf keeps all this. I mean, obviously this wasn't just kept inside like the PGA, but golf like gets away with a lot of shit that like they keep in house that you don't hear much about. Like Dustin Johnson was a shit house cannon, and like they didn't really kick him off tour. They're like, oh, Dustin. This is years ago, probably like 4 or 5 years ago at this point. Like, old Dustin's gonna take a break for the rest of the year,
Yeah.
and then come back. But meanwhile, I think he was just like doing major cocaine.
It's
and,
just
like,
what's best for
bang
business.
somebody's wife.
He was in rehab.
Yeah, it is good for. That's what everybody should keep it fun.
Right.
Try to keep
I mean,
everything fucking
yeah,
in house. But yeah, I mean, Justin Thomas got to read the room and know he can't be dropping F bombs in 2020. That's for sure.
It's 21 now.
21. I keep saying that. Fuck.
Golf is such an individual sport, and then like when you go out to like, I don't know, I feel like with team sports, more people find out, and it's like if there's one dude on the team that there's more people looking into football players than it's looking into golf.
Right.
So
and,
like,
yeah, they're NFL playoffs and shit. There was a lot going on this weekend.
yeah. So I mean, I feel like them dudes aren't under as much of a microscope, and like you said, like. I mean, it's kind of like a wealthy man's sport, and things just tend to get swept under the rug.
Dude, speaking of golf and speaking of Trump, fucking the PGA was supposed to be a Trump International, and the PGA Championship was supposed to be a Trump International.
2022?
2022 next year, and they said they're not going now. Dude, Trump is just like these people are backing off Trump big time right now. Big time.
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to go for that. There'll be a protest at every golf outing.
No, yeah, that's true.
They don't need that.
No, they could finally. Hopefully, in 22, the fans are all the way back. They'll have fucking 10,000 people.
Yeah, they said the Masters
they're
gonna have some fans at the Masters this year in April. You've been watching any of that Tiger?
I'm not mentally prepared to watch it yet. Like I gotta like. So it came out Sunday night, which is a weird time to fucking put it out. So I didn't watch it then. And then this afternoon, I had like a window of like an hour, and I was like, nah, this isn't it. I don't want to start this yet. Did you?
Yeah, I watched it twice.
I haven't seen. So if you watch it twice, it's everything.
It's like it's interesting. Like I never really knew
two parts, right?
I think so. I never knew how he got to play so much fucking golf growing up. Like you know what I mean? That's not cheap. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like his dad. Well, you could watch it. His dad was in like a retired. He was in the Air Force or Navy. He was like so there was like a country club for like retired and active military that you're automatically a part of.
Oh, nice.
And so he got to play all the time.
Well, that worked out for old Tiger. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's two parts. So I'm sure
the second part is
when he loses
where
the
Tiger
shit.
starts manhorn, or like it comes out that he's like his dad. He likes to drink and bang whores, and you know what I mean. He got to answer.
Who doesn't?
Right. So
who doesn't? But yeah, I'm interested in that.
We got to read up. We'll have to watch that so we can talk about that.
By next week I'll definitely bang that out. There was just a lot going on. I was just losing money at every turn this weekend. Literally, I might as well just like lit money on fire this weekend. I don't.
I was gonna say, were you segueing into the next corn dick of the week, Jack?
Yep. Unlike Urban Outfitters, go ahead, Zebra.
Urban Outfitters, they made a recall on their candle holders, and the reason why is because they're flammable. That might be the most fucking insane thing I've ever heard.
Nobody there at Urban Outfitters ran a fucking test like, hey, do these things catch on fire that are going to hold fire?
They're going to hold fire sticks and they're flammable. That's great.
It's crazy what seeps through the cracks.
Right.
They had to have somebody like in quality control.
That's right. Somebody. There's an inspector.
It takes one person to fuck up their job, and then
they can ruin a whole company.
Yep.
He was at the Trump rally. It was the dude with the horns was fucking holding control. You know what I mean? But no, I mean, that's the thing. Like, how the fuck did that get through the cracks? And they're like, it wasn't one incident. It's every one of these things is fucking flammable. So it's like, How'd this get out? I mean, I don't know to what extent damage has been done, and like people are gonna be calling, but they're definitely in deep shit. Like if someone's house burned down because of this, they're done.
Dude, if I
mean,
wanted-
someone definitely lost a kitchen.
Yeah, if I wanted a new kitchen, I'd find out. I'd like
Yeah.
that motherfucker
Well,
on
listen,
fire right
for
now.
them to recall it, there has to be like so many things to where it's worth the money
Right,
for them
Yeah,
to recall
to
it.
bring
you
it
know what I
back
mean?
in.
Because they're like, all right, if one family died, no big deal. But if like 5 fucking people's houses
Fu-
burned down,
too
they're like-
many.
yeah, then they're like, all right, now we got to recall it, or we're gonna be liable in fucking court.
But when you recall something, I think that like opens the floodgates right there. That like people are like, oh fuck, if I got one of these, let's light this motherfucker up.
I feel like that'd be a great way to commit arson. Get one of these candle holders, because like,
Yeah.
like before this happened, like the fire inspector is never gonna like think like, huh, maybe it was the candle holder that did this. You know what I mean? Like fucking.
They made a candle holder.
We could have went
candle holder out of
fucking Joey
wood.
Porter. We could have went Joey Porter on the fucking a couple cribs and fucking collected some insurance loot if we fucking didn't know about this.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
that was fucking pretty crazy. I mean, I've been in Urban Outfitters. I don't ever remember seeing candle holders, and like I can imagine, like this would be in a lot of college dorms if I had to say. That's where a lot of these candle holders.
Oh,
are
fuck,
probably
I could
at.
definitely cook a lot of people. I mean,
Urban
Right.
Outfitters is a weird store, man. It's not geared to a fellow like me.
That's that yuppie store for
It's
sure.
it's a yuppie store. Like, dude, if you're selling like notepads next to the t-shirts and the jeans, like
You
and
got a-
candle holders and like
if you got a
fucking
canoe and a candle holder.
yeah, and I could get a bag of oranges there. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, I never really got that store. Is it like a Is it like a discounted store, or is it like
No. If you fucking, it's fucking $42 for a fucking a t-shirt with Garfield on it.
So it's like equivalent to like an Abercrombie. Like back in the day.
Yeah, something like that. Man, Abercrombies were slick looking back on it. They built out like fucking. They made that sweet porch, and you would walk into it. Like them and Hollister, they really did it up.
used to like that Hollister cologne. One of them places had decent cologne too. I can't remember which one.
I think it was Hollister.
yeah.
Yeah, that was. They're all
That's really
closed
good.
now.
But you see, all right. So moving on to our brother in arms, it looks like Kanye West is divorcing.
I mean, he was a little nuts before
Yeah,
he got
she-
in it, but like,
She pushed him all
She
way
peeled the
over.
cap
he was
right off.
Yeah, he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now. Like fucking he got to get out of there. Fucking get some space away from these fucking Kardashians and fucking get his marbles back a little bit, and then call up Jay-Z, apologize, go rent another weird castle in like New Zealand or wherever the fuck they made Watch the Throne. Get Russell Crowe, because for some reason Russell Crowe was there the first time they fucking made it, and fucking make Watch the Throne too. I'll never forget that. I was like watching a documentary or some shit on it, and they were like, yeah, Russell Crowe's about to come through, and then it was just like Kanye, Jay-Z, and like Russell Crowe, and like they're making like Watch the Throne with like Russell Crowe. I'm like, what the fuck is Russell Crowe doing in Nova Scotia?
You get a chance to
They're
hang
like,
out with Russell Crowe. You hang out with Russell Crowe.
Nah, I'm busy, Russell.
He was
Crowe.
down win before.
Was he?
No,
Yeah, I
no.
swear to God.
Jay-Z was not Russell Crowe.
I'm 100% sure Russell Crowe was down here when they filmed that movie where was in Pittsburgh and his wife was in jail and he had to break her out of jail called The Next 3 Days. They were both in that VIP room
Did
down
you get to see him?
The night
I seen
Jay-Z
him.
was there?
I don't know if Jay-Z was there that night. No, not the night Jay-Z was there. It was the night that it was a Saturday night, and they said the people that were on that movie, they just got done filming The Next 3 days, and Russell Crowe and that chick were in there. They were
Oh, I
upstairs.
do kind of remember that. Yeah, well, Jay-Z was that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe no, that wouldn't make any sense. I don't know how the fuck they became friends, but Jay-Z was at one time too.
I remember that.
They paid
I
him
went to the concert.
dude. They paid him like $100 and fucking some grand to come to Wim. I don't know how the fuck that worked out, where anybody made any money besides me stuffing my pockets.
When
Zebra
a bar-
stealing
JK.
bottles.
Did you get to like meet Jay-Z or no?
No, no, not even close. It was they let so many fucking people in that night. It was insane.
I remember I made up a story. I was like, yeah, dude, I met him. I was taking out his garbage. He was cool as fuck. People were like, oh, that's cool as hell. I was like, yeah, he wouldn't let me get a picture of. Meanwhile, I wasn't even there that night.
Yeah, it was. It was in the early Wim days.
Dude, so is Kanye cheek busting, or what are we
Dude,
going to skip by that?
Nah, I don't think. I think that was just completely made up.
Was it?
Yeah,
That's a pretty-
that Jeffree Star dude.
Yeah,
or
she's not
chick
even a
or
good
whatever.
drag queen.
No, at all.
She's like frightening looking.
She's
Like I was like,
terrifying.
damn,
She's
Kanye
terrifying.
he really went off the deep end on this one.
I think I seen that
Yeah.
dude working at a bank in
I tried to like look. I tried to look into that, and like there was nothing. Even like Jeffree Star was like fucking making jokes about it. So like I don't think that was true at all. I think the fucking Kardashians just wore him the fuck out.
Oh, yeah.
Those broads get on you, and
Well,
fucking shit gets crazy.
He even said that the mom, what's her name, Chris, is a fucking. They called her, what's the dictator in North Korea, Kim Jong Un. He called her Chris Jong Un.
Chris Jong-un.
Yeah, he said she's terrible.
I would
I can
imagine.
see
I would
that.
imagine she's probably fucking. She's setting shit up all the time. Like fucking. She probably leaked this fucking story. They're probably not even getting divorced, and now we're talking about it on this podcast, just like Kris Jenner wanted to.
Yeah.
She's the puppet master.
Dude, that video clip of Kanye and Kim, and they're like talking about the pool, and like fucking like, what's your favorite part about the house? Kim was like, the pool, even though I never used the pool before. And he's like, you never used the pool? And she was like, no, like, can you believe we don't even have a jacuzzi? And Kanye was like, looks at the camera all seriously, can you believe that? Can you believe we don't have a jacuzzi? And like, that was the moment Kanye was like, I had enough of this bitch's shit. This house is $40 million and she's talking about a jacuzzi that she's never even been in the pool with it. She's not even going to go to the fucking jacuzzi either.
Dude,
Nobody goes in the jacuzzi ever, unless you have a party.
She was like, my mom and my stepmom had a jacuzzi.
The only dude that hung around them chicks for a long period of time so far has been Scott.
Yeah, because Scott needs money.
Exactly.
Those other dudes are like Lamar Odom, like needs money, but he's like smoking crack and he can't get back into like Chloe's life because she moved on to another NBA dude. If
Right.
Lamar Odom would have came crawling back, but yeah, Scott doesn't. He's never worked before. He needs this. I mean, how many times could he go to One Oak for a fucking appearance? Fucking
Right.
this dude, he needs this fucking loot. So like, yeah, I mean, I'd be on the fucking Kris Jenner. Yes, man, whatever you need. Fucking. You want me to pretend? You want me to pretend like I have a drug problem? You want me to pretend? Dude, he'll do whatever the fuck they say.
I promise you, he has a drug problem.
No, he definitely. Yeah, no. But I'm saying like he'll do anything for the storyline.
Yeah,
Keep it going.
He's in.
But that shit's about to be a wrap. It's the last season, ain't it?
I think they had their last season. I think it's over.
Oh,
But
it is
they,
over.
I sure
Yeah.
hope so.
They do you think that they made him file a prenup with her before they got? Did they file a prenup?
Well, yes. Yeah, not even. Yeah. Of course.
I mean, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I didn't like read about it or anything.
I'm
like
sure they
that.
both. I'm sure they
Oh,
both.
Kanye. I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
Scott. I'm like, yeah, Scott showed up with fucking $7,200 to his name. You think they didn't make that dude sign a
Con-
prenup?
He got
No,
kids with her
Kanye
though, right?
and
Yeah, he
Kim-
did it right. He came like a
Dropping
lunatic.
loads,
Yeah, he
dropping
was
loads.
firing loads. Just
Good for him.
yeah, it's like invested in a company. I'm sure it's just like fucking welfare, or fucking something like that, fucking or the stimulus. The more kids you got, the more money you got. So he was probably just I'd have been firing away just like he was.
When them kids are with me, I want them to have a lavish lifestyle they're used
Yeah,
to.
I did. I'd be suing her for fucking alimony, fucking
Yeah,
everything. Like,
I need-
listen, I'm accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
Yeah, I need like $500,000 a month.
Yeah, run
The,
it.
the shit that he tolerates there, like her going out on dates and shit like that while he's on the show, I'm just like, but I
No,
mean,
but-
if you're getting that much money,
Yeah, who cares? One,
right?
that's fine. But like Scott's banging other coups too. He's been out in the streets.
Yeah, he is.
I
he
mean,
is
Scott's a
hot
legit
chicks.
party animal. He likes.
I like Scott.
So
That's
do
my
I.
favorite
But
person on the
doesn't
show.
his family have a ton of loot too, though? Like he's not
His
like
parents are
he's
dead.
not from Greenfield. You know what I mean?
No, I'm sure. I'm sure. I made up $7,200.
Yeah, I would
so
say he
going for
I
a
think
laugh.
He's not hurting, but I mean, she definitely makes more money than him.
No, I mean he's rich now. Everybody on that show's fucking rich.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Chris's boyfriend's probably rich. He's probably fucking. She probably negotiated him on there. Did his contract. She probably gets 10% of his shit.
Right. She gets 10. She gets 10%.
Dude, she's getting 10% of everybody, and then her own shit, and then like fucking Seacrest is laughing all the way to the bank too. He's like the executive producer of that show.
So, and I think Kim moved her, or not Kim, Chris moved her way into being a producer on there, so she gets some of that money now too. So he was Seacrest is a fucking billionaire. The Kardashians are billionaires. Fucking good for Kanye. I hope he's happy. I like Kanye West.
If we could get like old Kanye back with like fucking him just putting on fucking crazy beats and him and Jay-Z make up, that would fucking make me very happy.
It's I mean, the offer's on the table, Kanye. If you want to come on Greenfield's Finest podcast, we know you're down the dumps, but we still got our arms are wide open.
You could come on here and talk all the shit on the Kardashians you want, buddy.
Yeah, we talked about them before. We'll do it again just for you.
Yeah, fuck them chicks. I pissed on myself Sunday.
Did you?
Yeah, peed all over myself. I woke up, you know, I was fucking ready to go. Steelers Sunday, fucking fired up. Had to get rid of this energy. It was early. It felt like that game was fucking days away at fucking 8 a.m. You know what I mean? It was wait.
It's a long wait.
Yeah, it's a long wait. So I went down to Station Square. Went on like the walks that I do, and it was a new route. And most of these, like when it's warm out, like there's porta johns like every so often. So if you got to take a piss, like you could take a piss. When it got cold out, dude, they took like almost all the porta johns out up Shenley. Like there's like three like right next to each other at the Oval, and like that's like it. And then the trail along the river didn't fucking have any either. So I'm like halfway in, I gotta like piss so bad it's fucking crazy. And like the trail was kind of crowded. So I was like, I don't want to be that fucking weirdo like pissing on the trail or like fucking and like, it was right by like the River Hounds fucking soccer stadium. The girl River Hounds are fucking practicing. Like, dude, that story could get away from you quick. If you're ever to take a piss and you're like 15 feet away from the women River Hounds and like you're fucking, you know, and next thing you know, you're the crazy person with his dick out.
Jerking off at the River Hounds soccer practice.
Meanwhile, I just didn't want to piss my tights.
Next thing you know, you can't live next to a school or a
park. Right. So I was like, well, that's when I had to piss. And that ran through my head. So I was like, well, I'm going to hold it. Fucking hold it again. Then I had to get past like the new like glass house down there where all the new apartments are. Then there were some people, and then it came like it was dire. So like I finally like, this little cut. It's not even a cut. It was on the side of the path, but like I could see each way, so I could see what was coming both ways. So like nobody was gonna like sneak up on me. So like this is where I got to do it. So I'm like looking both ways, and I'm all bundled up because it's fucking freezing. So like my senses aren't all the way there. Fucking I look, so I'm looking back and forth, and I start pissing, and like I just felt like something soaking wet, and I looked down, I was just pissing directly into my t-shirt. And now I'm probably like 3/4 of the way into my walk, and I'm covered in piss. So then I had to like finish my walk covered in piss.
It got cold after
It got cold. I like. Luckily, it was like my undershirt, so I just like tucked it all in. You know what I mean?
Did you wring it out?
No, I didn't. Like, oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess I gave it a squeeze.
So you got piss on your hand and
your
piss,
shirt. Dude, there was piss everywhere. No. I like came home and I'm like, dude, like what's happening here?
Wrong with me?
Yeah, like why can't I just have a nice walk? I can't get through fucking a nice walk without pissing on myself. Geese attack. The fucking geese they're not leaving Flagstaff. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with the geese of Flagstaff right now. They're grazing fucking every fucking blade.
You need some snow on the ground.
Need some snow. Yep. Or a fucking gun.
Was metal detector guys up there again this week?
No, I was looking for them. They weren't there. It wasn't that warm out. Like I'm just like, I'm so dedicated to fitness. I'm going on these walks every day. Other guys aren't out there like I am. But like I think it's supposed to be kind of warm this weekend coming up. So we'll see if the old man. I don't know how I don't ask him a question at this point. If I see those guys again, like, dude, I gotta talk to you for a minute. And see.
We want to know what kind of bounty they found in.
Yeah, what kind of income you got coming in here? Should I go get a metal detector and like head up Frick Park?
Yeah, what's the craziest shit you found on Frick Park, dude?
Yeah,
be honest with me.
You can get metal detector. I was looking on Amazon after that.
Sure you were.
You can get them for like $130.
Yeah, but I don't want to be the idiot up there with fucking no whack ass metal detector when dude's got like $1,000 metal detectors and my metal detector ain't even detecting any metal.
Right. I get what you're saying there, but like we're just searching.
What's the next step up?
What there was some that went up all the way up to like on Amazon, some that went up to like $670. But the ones for $130, look, they had good reviews. You know what I mean? I go by the reviews. They had a ton of good reviews.
I'm sure that drone you bought had a good review too. That flew right into the fucking woods.
It's fucking laying up in the woods somewhere. It got attacked by geese. You know, As soon as that unemployment comes in, I'm getting a drone and a metal detector again. I'll be up fucking Chenley Park digging for gold.
But yeah,
I mean,
good.
But do you dudes ever watch them shows like Storage Wars and shit like that?
I do watch Storage Wars.
Do you not want to like start buying storage units? I was like just thinking like, dude, it would be fucking.
No, I don't. Storage Wars is like the only one where I don't like. I'm like, these dudes just bought a bunch of fucking junk. And you know what drives me nuts about Storage Wars? Is like, all right, like this is $40, and the little thing on the screen is like, oh, $40. And like, okay, that's what you think you could sell it for. I want to see receipts. Like, did you ever sell that fucking box of DVDs in 2021? Probably not, brother.
Right, listen, they open the door for 30 seconds. You see a fucking DeWalt box and a crate of records. You're like,
I'm going to spend $1,100 on this.
Yeah, I know exactly what it's worth. Like,
the funniest thing to me is they'll find like an old bicycle, a trash can, and there'll be like nothing in there. And then they'll look behind this thing and be like, oh my God, there's a jewelry box back here.
Yeah.
There's like fucking garbage and like fucking feces on the ground. But in the corner, they find a jewelry box.
Right, yeah, it's not but
I read it's staged.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, cardboard boxes. Then there's a gold bar in the basement. Like,
but I would love to go. Just like I like going to the flea market when we were allowed to do that. Like I would love to go buy a fucking storage. You don't have to buy it. Like you could just look at it and be like, yeah, I'll take out one.
What the fuck? You just want to go and open storage lockers? Get a job at a storage unit place. Have the time of your fucking life.
Guardians hiring.
Yeah, you get the inside track on which one's got the best shit.
That's it.
That is true.
When the auction comes, give me the signal.
Yeah, like, oh, that piece of shit right there didn't pay his bill, but he got some good shit in there. But the thing to me it don't make sense is like they have so many of these storage units, they find all this good shit. But why, if the people have so much good shit in the unit, why did they lose the fucking unit? Why wouldn't they have took the $20,000 worth of whatever out of there, sold it, and then kept the storage unit? Like,
dudes go to jail. Dudes fucking. I mean, I don't know. Oh, shit happens. I understand abandoned storage units.
Right, but at the level that I'm watching on TV, just the way
right, like the one dude who found like $5,000 behind the picture frame. He should have won and got the $5,000, but like you said, it's staged.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
The bag of cash is staged, just like the whole show. It's not like Below Deck when real shit's happening.
All right, everybody. We're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast.
Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house? Have you heard about Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services? If you haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in a light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Oh, man, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I woke up this morning, and my toilet's running. I can't get it to stop running. My water bill last month was double. I didn't know what to do. Thank goodness for Niscatch Plumbing. I called them, they were there right away and took care of the problem, and it didn't cost me hardly anything. They're registered master plumbers and fully insured. That's Niscatch Plumbing. Phone number 412-337-4047. 412-337-4047. Thank you, Niscatch Plumbing.
Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast, and welcome to our segment, What's Grinding My Gears. Getting it kicked off, as always, my main man, Johnny Rosato. Rosato, what's grinding your gears?
All right, my gear grinder is everybody using the same joke about the vaccine, that if Chick-fil-A ran the vaccine. Like it's like this 20. Like everybody uses it and they think it's like original. I've heard it like 1,000 times.
Yeah, like your weird uncle was like, man, if Chick-fil-A would have had that vaccine, they'd have it out on by Wednesday.
Yeah, right. It's been posted like 5 million times. Like, didn't everybody else see somebody else posted it?
Thanks, Uncle Chip.
Yeah.
And it's really bad when like on Twitter and shit like shit like that doesn't get repeated. It's when it gets the Facebook crowd when shit really starts getting repeated because they're old, and I mean they get excited about they're just learning about memes and shit and like shit, viral videos. So when they see something like that, they think like they think they got the inside track on something, and they got to get their fucking joke off. Like,
Did you see this?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
you gotta be quick. Like that fucking shit's people have been saying
you
that
gotta
forever.
be so quick. I like see like people like doing memes and shit like that. Like I was like telling Zebra like our brains gotta start like thinking in memes because like mine doesn't at all. I'm thinking like, man, that was such an obvious fucking joke, but like I'm just not thinking on that. Like,
right.
I should see a picture. When I see a picture, I should think like, how can I meme this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it eventually, but right now my brain isn't working.
Yeah, but
working at meme
some
level.
of this shit's like low-hanging fruit. Like it's the most easiest.
Yeah,
one
right.
you
But
could
like,
do,
dude, sometimes that shit, or all the time, that the low-hanging fruit shit, like one dude goes viral from it. You know what I mean?
true.
And then, dude, when I like shit on Twitter, like people will say the exact same thing of a viral tweet sometimes, like just like 6 months later, and it will go, or even like 6 weeks later, then it just goes viral again. Nobody's funny. You know what I mean? Everybody just repeats fucking everybody else's shit.
Yeah.
Besides us, we're funny.
Right. Yeah, we get it. Chick-fil-A runs a good operation. I said that years ago.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A, you get a sandwich out fast.
Right. I wish they did Burger Filet, but they didn't.
Yeah, right.
They're fucking up the vaccine. Whatever. What's yours, Shuley?
That's a good one, Rosado. I like that one. Yeah.
So
What?
like I've been doing shit in my house lately, trying to make it a better shithole than it is, And every time I complete something, Rosa comes and she stands there like, "We really did good on this."
Oh, we.
But who the fuck is we? We're not in France, dude. Like, what are you talking about, we, motherfucker? Like, I just sat here for the past 2 days and painted the whole fucking first floor, and they're like, "We really did a good job." And I'm like, I said, "What do you mean we?" She said, "Well, I helped pick out the colors." I'm like, "No, I had to twist your arm, and I'm colorblind.
I can't see it.
And I picked them out." So, kudos to Anthony. Dude.
I said I wanted gray and white. You just pointed me to the gray and white fucking section. That's all.
Yeah, you just fucking pointed. Yeah, right. It was like pinning a tail on a dog. She spun me around 3 times and put me in front of the paint, and I picked 2 colors, and it looks fucking amazing. And now we did a great job.
Yeah, that's what marriage is.
Yeah,
man.
quit stealing his credit.
It becomes
Rosa.
we.
Yeah, fuck, man. People come over like, "You see what we did? You know what we did in here? You know what we did here?" Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
I'm about to throw you through the wall.
No,
Why would you say that?
Yeah.
They know I did it.
I didn't see you covered in sawdust and paint,
Yeah,
Rosa.
right. You didn't even pick out the colors, and that's all I needed you for was to pick out the colors. You made me do it on my own.
How's the dry January situation going?
Oh, it's going great.
No, I mean not for you.
Oh, for her,
is she
it's
still
going great.
Is she still giving you shit when she sees
she's
you?
on that high horse, dude. You know what I mean? We do so much at the house.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You guys are doing a dry January
Right.
together. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? You
we're
should have
doing-
credit for that too.
Exactly.
That's
right.
what I mean.
You know
If we're gonna we everything,
You know what? You're right. I'm sober as a motherfucker.
Sober as a motherfucker.
Right. That's great.
like man, we're doing great on this
You might
sobriety
just find a
train.
loophole, my
That-
friend.
there it is. Next time she wheeze you, weir with that.
Oh, yeah.
She's not gonna like that at
I'm
all.
gonna be like, "Rosa, aren't you so proud of us?"
Yeah, we're doing
doing
great.
so good this
We haven't
January.
drank in 17 days.
She canceled her workout with Johanna.
Then she probably to bitch
Yeah.
at me about the
The
paint.
second workout. She went the first day. The next time.
Yeah, the first day she's like, "I'm so sore." I'm like, "Wait till tomorrow morning." She's like, "I don't know if I'm going." I'm like, "No, wait till you wake up tomorrow morning. You're gonna be sore." She's like, "I don't know if I'm gonna go."
That's what, dude. You can't overdo it on those fucking like
On day one.
when you jump back into shit, dude. Because like you're never gonna go again.
Oh yeah, it scares you right away.
Yeah, I mean it just hurts and you physically can't fucking do it.
Yeah, well,
Fucking sucks.
I mean, at least we're doing great on this dry January.
But yeah, dude, I'm telling you. Next, if she says something like you cracking a beer at dinner, be like, listen, man, we're really doing a good job. Fucking chug it,
I'll
right?
blow the foam in her face.
Yeah, that's yeah, and chug it and spike it on the ground. Then have her pick it up and say, "Man, we really picked that up well
We really
together."
cleaned up
Yeah,
well
we're really
today.
cleaning up. Did he just start throwing?
really
If she's gonna wee, just start throwing wees back at shit
yeah.
she does.
I was like awestruck when she said it to me today. I'm like, I've just been fucking painting for 2 days straight. Now we did something.
Yeah.
You picked up the girls from school, and now we painted the house together.
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not a fair we.
No, that's like a lopsided we.
Not at all. Yeah, that's fucked. Z-Bird, you got a fucking grinder.
Yeah, so this weekend I was like all pumped. I was betting on the games a little bit too, and the Saints game came on against the Bears, and it was on Nickelodeon. And I'm like, all right, this can't be that different. Like, what are they really going to do? I heard they were going to slime the end zone and it wasn't even that. And like SpongeBob and the field goal post, it really didn't even bother me. It was the fucking commentating and the references they were making, like to the game, were just like geared towards kids that watch Nickelodeon today. I don't know anything about Nickelodeon today. I didn't get the references. I was losing my bet, and it was driving me fucking nuts. I didn't know that it was on Amazon Prime or CBS until like
it's on CBS.
right until like the second quarter, and I'm like looking on I'm like putting shit up like it's the worst fucking idea ever. And then like finally someone like messaged me like, "Oh, dude, it's on Amazon and on CBS." I'm like, "Oh,
or
fuck
Channel
this.
2.
Yeah. So I was like, I put it on, and I was like, "Oh, thank God I'm done with that." But I don't know. I get what they were like. I understand what they were trying to do, but for me, it was a terrible experience. I hated it. It was just fucking. It was god awful. It really was. I hope they don't. I mean, I don't care if they do it again as long as I can watch it on another channel. But I was so mad when I thought that was the only place I could watch the game.
So I got high as a kite and I flicked it on, and I knew it was on another channel. But like when I first heard about it, like I heard like Nickelodeon's gonna have a game. For some reason, I just thought it'd be like the normal broadcast on Nickelodeon. Like for some reason, like Nickelodeon. I thought like Nickelodeon, CBS though Nickelodeon or some shit. I didn't think like Nickelodeon was gonna have their own like fucking.
Who was the broadcast team?
Nate Burleson and then two kids that.
I like Nate Burleson.
Nate Burleson did a good job for what he had to do. I mean, he had to be as corny as he possibly fucking could be.
It was like a double dare version of fucking NFL.
Yeah,
it was.
And then it was like two kids that are on like all that. I guess it's still a show, you know what I mean? And like fucking, so like they were doing it, and like there was one chick, they had one chick, Gabby, who was a fucking idiot. She didn't know anything about football, and then they would like fucking explain to her like what's going on. And Gabby was like, yeah, it's like when you don't do your homework, but you gotta get it done. Like when somebody was going to for like a 4th and 1 or some shit, like dude, Gabby, you gotta shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
thanks, but no.
And then they had like fucking when there was a flag. I guess like there's a show, you know, what's that show with like Sheldon and all those dudes fucking on it that
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang. I think
that's on Nickelodeon.
Well, now there's a Nickelodeon like prequel where it's just Sheldon.
Young Sheldon.
So there'd be a flag and young Sheldon would pop up and explain the penalty to you. Like, get out of here, you little fucking corndick. Like I'm losing money as you fucking speak. Do you want to fucking learn a lesson? Like I'll teach you about a parlay that they never hit.
Right, that's what they should be teaching these kids.
So then I was like,
now Jack has to pay
like,
the vig.
So like, yeah. So they explain the rules and shit, and then like I had to go back and forth because sometimes I would get so mad, but then I found myself going back like when someone scored there, the slime. I wanted to see the slime. The slime was cool, and then when they kicked a field goal, an extra point, they put SpongeBob field goal post. Like they like Nickelodeon like really went for it, but I was like thinking like one, they're not talking about gambling at all, which is like even the broadcast, like even like we'll talk about like the line and shit now at this point. Yeah, like gambling's being normalized, which I think is insane. Like everybody can like gamble this easy. Like kids growing up, like just think about if we were like it's 18 years old and we could just get on an app and gamble. Like I already was gambling, but if that was easy, I would lose all my money, all my Bravo money. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Oh, I'm sure that's happening big time.
I used to work weekends for fucking just to pay my debt.
But then I was, yeah, right. Bets, but then it would be terrible if you just do it with a touch of your phone. But then I was thinking, like, what if like some crazy shit happens, like some Ryan Shazier shit, someone gets seriously hurt, like. Dude, turn off the slime cannons. Like, this dude's fucking career's over. Like, how's Gabby going to handle that situation?
You start crying and freaking
out.
out.
But, like, dude, like, football games could turn ugly. What if someone drops, like, a major, like, F-bomb? Or, like, there's a lot of shit could happen.
Yeah, dudes start fighting
each
other.
That I kind of wanted to, like, a fucking fight, like, before the game. But Joey Porter fucking went and like got spit on and then fucking sucker punched somebody, or he spit on somebody, the dude from the Browns. Like there's all kinds of shit.
A lot of scenarios.
Like, dude, if you're gonna do a Nickelodeon,
or the Mason Rudolph fucking thing from last
year. Yeah,
right.
How's Gabby gonna explain that one?
They slime Myles Garrett, dude. Like Do you think that they like talk to the teams before the game? Like, listen, the fucking game's on Nickelodeon. Like, we're not telling you not to play hard. We're just saying, like, please, like, don't nothing fucking crazy.
But how many?
I
many
bet
dudes
they
you
didn't have
think give
anybody
a fuck?
fucking mic'd. Well, they had to have for that show on like Inside
There
the
was
NFL.
an F-bomb.
Yeah, there was. Yeah,
On Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Them dudes don't give a fuck. dude.
No, yeah, no, absolutely not. Nick, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you had like an 8-year-old, like a 10-year-old in it, like you're trying to watch a game, do you think that would like keep their attention span to like watch it? It's
Dude,
still football.
When I was younger, I used to like to watch football just because I like football. I didn't
And it
need
wasn't on
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon. Yeah, you didn't need
Right.
SpongeBob getting
Yeah.
kicked in the beanbag.
But I mean, we're dealing with a whole different crew of
Dude, different
humans.
world, bro.
Yeah.
Different
Yeah.
world.
Right.
I don't know.
We did-
It was something. I mean, it was fun. I mean, I definitely got a laugh out of it because it was so over the top and so ridiculous at times. So I don't know because that game fucking sucked anyhow.
Well, it did. It was a terrible
It was
game.
a terrible game. So I mean, if it was so that kept me entertained. The slime cannons were fucking something else.
I didn't think the Bears were going to lose by 12. You know what I mean?
You're a Mitch Trubisky believer.
No.
Oh,
but
dude,
I'm
that
like,
dude dropped that fucking pass and hit him right in the fucking chest.
At the very end, if on MGM, it went all the way up to 11 and a half, and that's when I'm like, oh, 11 and a half, I'm in there, and I'm watching it, and the idiot scores at the end,
Yeah, they
and
kicked
I'm
the
like,
extra point.
kick the extra point,
Yeah,
and I thought they had to, and they're like, no, they don't. I'm like, yes, I thought
Everybody
they
was.
always
There's just videos of dudes like they have to kick the extra point. They have to kick the extra
Nah,
point.
time expires.
Yeah,
dude.
I've been
It's a wrap.
fucked by that before. Not in regulation. I've been fucked over in overtime, big time by that.
In overtime, I never thought they kicked the extra point. You scored a touchdown, that was it.
Yeah.
But I thought in regulation, no matter what, you kicked the extra point. Isn't
Yeah.
that true, Jack?
I'm apparently not.
Right.
I thought it was too. I mean, if there would have been any time left, obviously they would have kicked it. But no, yeah, that fucked some people over. Gambling's a tough sport, man. That's they should have talked to kids about that. Like, oh, have Gabby explain that how fucking her dad just lost 500 on the fucking under because they didn't kick the extra point.
Yeah. But, yeah, Gabby, you're going to be eating Lunchables for the next month and a half.
No, I think Gabby's a rich. I think those Nickelodeon kids have a major followers.
Dude, did I ever tell you the story how me and Davis were on Double Dare?
No, go ahead.
So Double Dare came. This is a 100% true story. Double Dare came to Pittsburgh. Me and Davis were in the 6th grade, and for some reason, my mom was like, "Do you want to go see Double Dare?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll go." So me, Davis, him, and his mom went. It was family Double Dare, and when they called people to come up on stage, my mom was like all fucking stoned, and she was like, "Hey, call on us!" And Mark Summer was like, he called my mom.
Show us your tits.
Yeah. So my mom like went up there, like she was like high as fuck, and we all went up there, and they were like interviewing like the families, like, and obviously they knew we weren't a family. I don't know if they thought that they were lesbians and we were their 2 adopted kids, but they like kind of figured we weren't a family. But like all you had to do is answer a question. They were like, "What's your favorite subject about school?" And I said something like, "Oh, my favorite time's lunchtime because I get to hang out with my friends and that's when we play football." And Mark Summers was like, "Okay." So they got to Davis and they said, and this is like they want to hear something. They're like, he was like, "Okay, what's your name?" He's like, "Jason." Jason, what do you like? What do you like best about school? He's like, "Nothing." And we're in the 6th grade. And
Yeah,
like,
just
that
say
is
English
the
class,
answer.
Davis.
Yeah, gym class,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Anything would have got us up because the one kid was a fucking mute who like ended up making it. I'm like, all you gotta do is be better than the mute kid, and our family's gonna get to go on stage and go on and compete. And he said nothing, and like for the next 3 years, his dad fucked with him so bad about it. Like his dad was like Jason was like one day I remember David was like, "Dad, what's for dinner?" He was like, "Nothing. I'm Jason Davis." So, like.
So they told you to go sit back down because Davis couldn't come up with a good answer?
Yeah, we didn't have to go sit down. We got to compete in like the preliminary, but we didn't get to make it to like the videotaped one. We got to compete in the preliminary, and we didn't get to do like the challenges and shit. It was like fucked up.
Yeah, they let you
It was
get
like-
on that slide. You didn't get to fuck with any slime or anything.
didn't get
like
to
that.
Stick your hand up at that nose.
Yeah, that's what the nose was out.
Yeah.
You didn't finger bang that
Yeah.
nose.
but like if he would have been, they wanted the most entertaining people, and like we could have easily won if Davis would have said anything, because the one kid literally said nothing. He was like a mute. He was like, and Davis was like, nah, Jane. And we're like 10 years old. Like, come on, dude. They don't want to hear that thug shit. Tell me you act like you like school.
Yeah,
or
tell me you love
dude.
science class.
Yeah, like be like, yeah, I swear to God, I know how to read.
I really like a Bunsen burner. And the next thing you know, you're fucking finger banging the nostrils.
Yeah, dude. It was like,
I wish
fuck,
they
dude.
bring that show back.
I was just gonna say that.
That and American Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they have that on?
Dude, I mean, literally, they should open like American Gladiators where you could run like the fucking last, whatever they called the final, where you could shoot the tennis ball gun and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm about to fucking.
I don't want some fucking steroid head beating it, you know.
Nah, you go against your buddy.
Right.
Yeah, you don't need fucking nitro fucking coming
and
out.
it's gonna be BYOB
Right.
Nitro.
I don't need an ex-NFL player fucking smashing my head.
I can't imagine the amount of fucking juice the men and women on.
Dude, the women look like men.
They were crazy looking.
The women were fucking
What a great
diesel
show.
on American. That was a good show.
The dudes had the best names like Laser.
Yeah.
Turbo.
Yeah, Turbo.
Nitro.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, you had to like slam that ball into like that net in the middle.
The girl's name was like Ice.
Dudes would get banged up.
Storm.
Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah.
100% what it was.
Yeah, that would be a great show. That would be a fun thing to do now. Like you said, Jack, that should be your next business venture.
Yeah.
Greenfield Gladiator.
Yeah, right?
Copyright that.
Yeah. Wait,
you
like
need
you
a-
start off by
they
dudes
need a
do a
big-
gagger and run through a guillotine. Like,
I mean, they
that's a
weren't
Greenfield
getting like
version.
too fancy. Like the one was like, here, we're gonna give you a ball, put a garbage can on one side and a garbage can on the other.
yeah.
Score.
Yeah,
You know what
right.
I mean? And like there I am, like, dude, this is great.
Yeah, and then they had like the ball receptacles that like tilted, and
Yep.
you had to go and slam dunk it in there.
Yep, they had the reverse conveyor belt you had to run up.
Yeah.
Dude.
There's all kinds of cool shit. But the tennis ball gun was by far the coolest, and they
Yeah.
had like the rocket launcher you could shoot back at the target. So
Yeah, it was like a
fucking-
big Nerf.
So nitro would chill the
bomb.
fuck out.
Yeah.
So Ice wouldn't shoot you in your beanbag.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it was a good time. I got a gear grinder.
What's grinding your gears, buddy?
Flaggers. So like road traffic people when they're telling you to stop, go, blah blah blah. Some of them are just on a high horse that they need to be brought down a few notches. So generally, like when you have a flagger, they're telling you to stop, they're telling you to go. You don't have to pay attention to the fucking traffic light because like that's the traffic light is obsolete because that's your job. You're overriding the traffic light.
You have seniority over the traffic light.
Right. So I'm sitting there the other day, first thing in the fucking morning, minding my business. This idiot's taking a while, and he's barely in the road. He doesn't have a flag, doesn't have a vest on, like, cause like very no hard hat. Like they I could tell they just got there. Fucking. So I'm sitting there. We're sitting there too long, and someone beeps behind me. And they like look at me, and I think they know who it is, but the dude was getting lippy. I'm like, does this motherfucker think it's me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the guy that beeps. I'm not that asshole. So I think they know it's the guy behind me, but I turned into that asshole quick. So the person in front of me goes, makes a left, and then I start to go, and he's like, whoa! Jumps in front of my fucking car. One car, John. One.
Yeah.
It's not like there was a bunch
Let
of
one go.
There was a bunch of, and there was no other cars coming the other way. It's not like I was trying to sneak the last second
Right.
like that guy. I was second. So fucking, he's like, fucking red light. And I winded out my window. I was like, if you're gonna fucking flag, you fucking flag. You're in and out of the fucking street. What the? He was like, do you want to go to the police officer, the police station? I was like, for what, you fucking dork? Screaming. Fucking, I told him like to do another pill. You know what I mean? Like fucking, dude. I unleashed on him. And he's just like staring at me like, dude. Like, I'm feeling better. Like, I'm ready to. You want to roll? Let's roll.
Right.
Like, fucking. I just drank 3 shots of espresso. Let's fucking go. Because I am fed up with you fucking moron.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate.
Do you want to go? And that's when I knew he's a pussy when he asked me about if he
Yeah.
wanted to go. Do you want to go to the police station? I was like, for what? Stupid. Just like that. He was like, you ran the red light. I'm still at the fucking red light. You're the fucking flagger.
With not holding the
Fucking-
flag.
Not holding the flag.
I hate when they
no
don't hold
hard
the
hat,
flag.
no fucking vest. You're just some asshole on the road, and I'm listening to you, and now you're yelling at me to listen to the fucking traffic light. Like, get the fuck out of the road, dude.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah. If you're not going to use your flag, you got to be real animated. I want you real animated out there. Don't give me like this half-hearted wave.
yeah.
Jack,
And like,
did
dude, he
you
went what? Wait, one car. Like, what the fuck's going on here? We're gonna be here till fucking Tuesday.
Jack, was he tuned up? You think on Disco Biscuits?
He bit Disco Biscuits. Yeah, Disco Biscuits City. You need to wake up.
You need to get your life together.
You little you want to go to the police station? Like, do you want to go to the police station, you little fucking drug addict?
You should be like, you want to go to the hospital?
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Dude, you know who's a good flagger that you wouldn't think?
Burns.
Burns is a great flagger.
Best flagger in town.
They tell you a
Ronaldo
story
seen
and
him in
everything.
action.
He was just telling a story how he left work for 2 hours the other day.
He was like, they didn't even notice.
Oh, fuck. Just kidding.
Rosana, remember that day we went and seen Burns in Oakland, though, and he was just like stopping cars, dude, like for no reason. He's like, "Where are you going?" And it was like some like old Chinese lady. He's like, "They try to get away with murder. I let them know who's boss." I'm like, dude, the lady was 104, dude.
Listen, I flagged before, and so like I mean, people do test you, but like this dude, like he was just terrible. Then he had the nerve to fucking raise his voice to me, like, "Cuz I'm winding my window down. I got time. Let's go."
Obviously, I got a red light to sit.
Yeah, I gotta sit at this fucking red light, and then like this fat motherfucker staring at me, and I'm like, at this time my window's back up, and I'm, "What are you looking at, fat ass?" To that guy, like, dude, just some real crazy old man shit. But like, dude, I was right. I was 100% right.
Yeah, a lot of them.
When I'm right and I know I'm right, like that's
Yeah.
when I get fucking fired up. Like, you're the moron, not me. You are.
You're under all that
Ask
pressure.
anybody here.
People are
Yeah.
beeping behind you.
Yeah, but yeah, this dude's people behind me and like fucking, so he knows you're a fucking idiot too. I almost got out and went, I was like, "You believe these fucking guys?"
Which street was this in the middle of Southside?
No, this is Oakland, like fucking right before like where that Starbucks is in the corner, right by like Central.
Yeah.
Where you can you can make that
North
left,
Craig
or you
Street.
go towards fucking CMU.
Yeah.
Yeah, and fucking. So I was like making the left because they had it fucking blocked off, and like they didn't even have it blocked off. They had all these fucking cones set up, no direction. It was a fucking mess.
It was a melee.
It was,
Yeah,
dude,
that's a busy intersection. You need a top guy on there.
But what he wasn't it.
You need your John Burns.
Well, that's probably why he's taking over for Burns, who's out having lunch.
Yeah. You want to go? Do you want to go to the police station? Yeah, get in, you little fuck. I'll drive you up there.
That's beautiful.
Oh, good stuff.
Toss you off the
we
fucking Panther Hollow Bridge.
We got a lot out of Gear Grinders today. Like, it just went in a bunch of random directions. I love it. when it
Yeah,
does
he had
that.
me wound up. I'm wound up now. I'm about to go there fucking tomorrow morning, see if he's fucking there.
See if you want to
Wait
yell.
till Thursday. I'll be off quarantine. We'll drive over there.
I'll hit him with a dippy egg sandwich right off his face. Pussy.
All right, everybody. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back to wrap up Greenfield's Finest Podcast.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza that Greenfield's Finest podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest podcast whenever you call. Me and my wife didn't know what to do. We had a gigantic tree in our backyard that we had to get cut down. I've never done anything like this before. Who was I supposed to call? Luckily, I found Greater Pitt Tree Service, a locally owned and operated company. They came out, got to work, and got it done in a safe manner, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Thank you so much, Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service. And they also do free work for World War II veterans. Please call 412-884-TREE. That's 412-884-TREE. If you're like me, I bet you have the same opinion. Are you sick and tired of smoking hot chicks and delicious chicken wings? Well, I know I am. So if you are too, make sure you stay away from bootleggers over in Oakland at 403 Semple Street. Because all it is delicious chicken wings, cheap drinks, and smoking hot bartenders. That's bootleggers at 403 Semple Street over in Oakland. Over and out. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? When we first started Greenfield's Finest podcast, people started asking us right away, like they wanted T-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, things like that, and we didn't know what to do. So we ended up getting a hold of Ink Division. Ink Division's a locally owned company ran by Jason Lott. Phone number 412-381-1104. Not only did Jason help us make all of our products and help ship them out, he helped come up with some of the designs too. If you're looking for anything, if you have a podcast, a music band, if you're a comedian, you got a wedding coming up or a bachelor party, you need any specialty T-shirts or any specialty merchandise made, please call Ink Division, 412-381-1104. And remember, tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest podcast. We're about to wrap up the show. We got a couple questions from our fans. We got one coming first from Paul Gratton, NCAA UCLA right guard. Also, Jack Welch's cousin wants to know, does Jack think he can still take him? Jack?
Yes.
You're saying you can beat up your Division I offensive lineman cousin?
Yeah, I can. I'm not. Maybe he might have a slight edge on me right now. Because like I've been in the hospital, I'm not back to like my fighting shape or weight. But I am walking every day. I started to like jog up the hills today, so I mean, put that on your radar, Paul. And then once I get back into the gym here and get my strength back, he's big and slow. I'm not. I'm big and fast.
Okay. Well, I guess that
handles that. I mean, I got moves, man. I'm not worried about him. Fucking, he's a couple years younger than me, but whatever. I got wind. Yeah. So yes, Paul. Yes, I still can. And keep talking shit like this, you're gonna find out.
Behind yesterday's January 29th, this will go down. But our next question's from our listener, Joe Klepik. Joe said, out of the movie theaters in Squirrel Hill, which one did you guys used to like the best growing up? For me, it's easy. It was the Manor because it was the easiest to sneak in.
And it was closer. We were walking up.
Yeah, and all you had to do was one person would pay and the rest open up the side door. Everyone would sneak in. That was the Greenfield move. I think the most memorable time was when we went and seen Backdraft when it first came out. And like the fire scene was going on in the movie. And I remember everyone just grabbed fire extinguishers and fucking started letting them loose on the crowd. And fucking dudes started pulling the fire alarms. It was one of the funnest nights ever. And we just all ran out the side doors. It was like, that was probably the last time I was in that movie theater for like 5 years.
I mean, dude, if you do that now, like you're going to go on the news.
Oh, yeah, you're going to go
100%.
Yeah, like group of terrorists fucking terrorize movie theater.
Absolutely.
It's a lot different.
Threaten to burn it down. Yeah, it is a lot different nowadays.
There's no internet. Like by then, someone would have took a picture. It would have been on Facebook. Could you, or Twitter or fucking Instagram? Can you believe what happened at the Manor? And it would have just seen a bunch of Greenfield kids throwing fire extinguishers. Back then, it was like word of mouth was slow. Like
Real
it took
slow.
3 days for that news to get back to Greenfield.
Yeah,
like,
once it got done yesterday's, and hopefully your parents drank enough that fucking they didn't remember. Like, and they even heard that you almost burnt down fucking the Manor. Yeah. Fuck, I had something funny to fucking say, and I forget what it is.
We'll get them next time, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know, but the Manor was so much fucking closer. That was the easy walk. Because, I mean, if you went up to the Squirrel Hill Theater, you had to walk all the way fucking up Murray. Like,
right.
That was a hike.
There was a big difference when you're on foot and you're 12.
Yeah, when you're on foot, in which, like, we definitely were. I know what I was going to say. I was always uneasy when we were like breaking into movie theaters, like because I could never really enjoy the movie because I was so nervous we were gonna get busted, or if we planned on like beating a check somewhere, like I always be like, man, why can't we just like fucking pay for this thing? I'd be like fucking worrying about it, but like you couldn't be the dude like fucking stuck there either, so you had to be on your toes to get the fuck out of there.
Right. I remember one time we beat the check, and like I don't look back, but we were young. It was like 4 times in one day, and I remember Rosado was there,
And I remember Rosado was that dude. He was like,
Dude, I paid.
You,
He was like, tell your boys don't come here no more.
Did you pay for everybody?
No,
or
I
you
paid.
for
We got
myself?
separate checks. I paid mine.
Yeah, that's. I hate it. I was just so like,
Dude,
nervous.
I'm like, dude, I don't need to like.
I don't need this stress.
I don't need to beat Denny's right now.
Yeah.
Listen.
And plus, like fucking, like you do it like Eaton Park and Square Hill, you're gonna be back here in 3 days.
Right.
Well, I thought was like, if I get busted, my dad was like, why the fuck would you like you can't afford to pay your fucking
$17.
I know I gave you $20
Right.
fucking that day, you idiot. But yeah, I did it up to fucking Shenley Park Golf Course the one time, and then we literally went back the next week, and this old guy, fuck, as soon as we got there, they were like, there they are, Frank, and like we literally stole like 2 egg sandwiches. And fucking, this old dude fucking went ballistic on me. I think he might have scared me straight when I was like, I was like super young. By the time I got to high school, I'm like, dude, I already got pinched doing this. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. He like told my dad and shit, like fucking.
Right, it's embarrassing when you get.
Then it's
the risk of getting caught is embarrassing.
Yeah, and then it embarrasses your parents because your dartball kids up are stealing egg sandwiches.
But steal like beating the check, that was wrong. But like sneaking in the movie theater was a whole different.
Yeah, that's
to
not
me.
wrong.
I mean, it's still wrong, but I thought that was like a lot like
yeah,
funner.
because then you're thinking like, all right, well, if this usher did his job, like he'll catch us. But like those ushers, they didn't get paid much, so they didn't really give a fuck.
But you almost thought, like, how didn't they know? There'd be one kid would come in, and why would one kid buy one ticket? And next thing you know, there'd be 17 kids sitting in the back of the movie theater causing ruckus.
Well,
it isn't like we were quiet.
Because the person that sold you the ticket went to Alderdice with you. You
Well,
know
no,
what
but
I mean?
I think-
Or
no,
fucking,
we were younger
or
than
young-
that.
well,
No,
that's
we
what.
were way
Or
younger
they
than
were. They went to Alderdice.
I
you know what I
think-
mean? There's no. It's
Yeah,
not like there was
that's
some
true.
fucking cop up there fucking.
It goes back to the usher. They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck,
dude.
right.
Right.
Yeah, just don't be an asshole.
You
do
get. I
whatever
mean,
you wanna do.
it's
You
just
get a
any job.
hero.
You get a hero.
You will
Any-
catch a hero
catch a
usher.
hero.
Yeah, you'll get a hero every
No
once
doubt
in a
you'll
while.
catch a hero.
The older I get, the more I respect the hero usher.
It depends. Yeah, a hero usher would be funny. Like, get those fucking little.
Yeah,
fucking
turn them off their phone.
Hey, haven't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, you're looking for the usher
Yeah.
now.
Dude, I used to go.
Like, you hear this kid talking on his phone?
That's what I mean. Yeah, you're like, get these fucking kids out of here.
Dude, my dad lives to argue with them people. If he's seen you sneaking in, he definitely like, what the fuck?
You tell?
If you were loud as fuck during his movie, oh yeah.
Being
I
loud,
can see
being
that.
loud during a
Oh,
movie
yeah.
is like the most disrespectful
Yeah,
thing you can do.
that's just not acceptable.
If you're loud during a movie in a movie theater, you just weren't raised properly. That's what it comes down
Point
to.
blank.
Like your parents dropped the ball, and you're gonna run into major problems down the road in life.
This
if
is
you,
the least
if
of
you
your
don't know
problems,
to
yeah.
shut the fuck up and watch the movie.
Well, we
Right,
all paid
a
$12.
slight whispers. Nobody like, did you see that? You know what I mean?
Dude, we
But
went to
there's
see-
people that like act like they're in their living room.
We went to see Bad Boys 2 the one time, and we snuck in 2 bottles of Captain Morgan, and like fucking, there was 4 of us,
That's respectable.
and we put like half of them in a Coke and like drank it while we were at the movie theater. It was straight Captain.
Yeah.
It was so much. So like halfway through, we're like fucking drunk. Dudes were like pissing down the steps and shit. Like
man.
fucking, I'm like, bro.
Of all the places,
Why are we drunk at the movie
dude?
theater?
I never understood that because like,
So the only time I ever did it, and I got peer pressured.
well,
into
dude,
it.
I used to go. You get MV or VIP at Lowe's. You're like, oh, I'll drink a beer, but you go in there, you turn off them lights. I'm like, I got 2 beers in me. I'm gonna take a little nap.
Yeah, taking a lap, or like now I gotta piss. Like,
Yeah.
like, dude,
Or
give me.
make a call.
Yeah. What's the point of being in a movie? Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
rather
it's
just
not the-
chill, eat
It's
like
not
a
the place
pig.
to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some fucking.
Get some popcorn, extra
Reese
butter.
cups,
You
You
know
know
what I mean?
what? Actually, when I was in Texas last, we rented the movie theater. Dude, it was like ridiculously cheap. It was like $100 to rent the whole movie theater. For my
Yeah,
family.
I like seeing. I bet this is way cheaper than I think
Dude,
it
so
is.
it was
It
like,
is.
Yeah.
It was
Nobody's
like it was
going.
literally like $107 or something. And then I
That's
mean,
fucking sweet.
We had to pay for the booze and everything, but it was great. There was like 16 of us in a movie theater. You know what I mean? I'm drinking. I'm eating. I got like a 5-pound bag of popcorn.
Yeah,
you
if
know
you're
what I mean?
around people you know and you're like you throw out like a heckler comment that you know people are
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
laugh at,
yeah.
but like you can't do that like fucking when like
No,
other
no,
people
no.
are there.
I'm
We
just
live in a
saying-
society, like I say all the time. There's rules you have to follow, and shutting the fuck up during a movie
Yeah, no, but
is one of them.
when you pay for the whole theater, you don't have to follow no motherfucker.
That's what I'm. Yeah, I mean
the
that's
big
Right,
cool.
but
Yeah.
when you're like old fashioned, you go sit in the manor and there's 27 kids won't shut the fuck up in the back.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm
that-
40 years old. I'm either snitching.
That's the best thing that came. That's the best thing that came from the quarantine virus stage is that you can rent out the fucking movie theater just to go watch your own fucking movie. You can pick from whatever you want.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Wait,
I-
you can pick old movies too?
I mean, I don't
think
know.
you can.
I'm sure they give you a list. Like, I don't know if you could pick like any fucking movie. You can't be like, yeah, I want to see the original Willy Wonka or something. You know, I don't know how that works.
Maybe Jaws.
I want to see Tropic Thunder.
That's
the best movie ever.
We should run a fucking theater and just
for
reveal
us.
it. Yeah, just the four of us. Todd, you in? He's in.
All right, I got one. What would Greenfield do here? Then we'll get out of here. If you had enough money to build your dream house, what's a strange room feature that you would include? I seen this weekend this dude hooked up his like man cave. It was straight turf. You walked in, it was a putting green. Fucking, he had Augusta like wallpaper around this whole thing into a drop living room. Fucking sweet ass couch, big ass fucking projector with a golf simulator on that. I was like, man, there's just some people out there that have so much fucking money they literally don't know what to do with, and they're building fucking golf courses fucking in their house because they have the room to.
Yeah.
So like that. I mean, that's fucking.
You've arrived.
That's where it's at.
That's
all I want to do is sit in my living room with my shoes off and chip.
That's yes.
Right.
Would you say it was like Augusta?
Yeah, Augusta with like sticker wallpaper shit. It was fucking sweet. And speaking of that, I saw a sweet like chip thing that came with his own little pad and an own net on Instagram. I was like, man, that would have been sweet. And Lee was like, yeah, I was like thinking about getting you that for Christmas. I was like, bet you didn't, huh?
Yeah,
right. You didn't. Like, dude, I'd sit there and chip all day. I mean, I could afford
Jack,
my own little chip all day.
I got that.
Did you?
I swear to God, I got it.
Do you chip?
It comes with two different pieces of turf. It comes with
the
high grass and low grass.
I got it. It's actually pretty cool. The little balls, you can hit them indoors. So I give it 2 thumbs up.
Do you guys any room? I don't know what other like room I would go with. Maybe like indoor pool.
A pool.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say like we work at this house up in it's like Shady Side, North Oakland, and there's a fucking sick ass pool inside the crib.
The diving board.
Wow.
I don't think they make the shit like that no more.
Yeah, but I feel like an indoor pool wouldn't get used like you think it would.
Well, yeah, this dude's is like there's no water in it, and it's empty. The house is kind of weird, but yeah, like, I don't know.
No, I'm talking about the other one, Joe. I'm talking about the one on Westminster.
Oh yeah, dude, this one's sick. I think this one got like slide open doors and a patio next to it.
Indoor outdoor pool is like where you want to go. Like
a big ass beautiful.
Yeah,
door.
like leads into like an outdoor pool because like in the summer, like you want the sun, you want to be in your indoor pool.
Right.
And then like I don't know, it seems like a lot of swimming. I think it'd be sweet to have like a fucking just like gigantic sauna with like I guess you couldn't put a TV in the sauna, but you could probably figure something out. And like just a big old sauna where you just like fucking chill. 'Cause I mean you could buy a sauna relatively cheap now, but like it's small.
You just kind of want to use it for like what it's for. Like you want to get in and out, sweat it.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to go downstairs, stretch, warm up. Yeah, think about like if you woke up Sunday morning.
I was
sweat that out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For that, you need a recovery room, not a sauna. You need a fucking medical.
Well, that's a good start.
A medical room where they give you
an
IV.
That'd be like a hangover room.
Yeah,
that'd be fucking sweet.
Pumped into that motherfucker.
Yep, bang the oxygen. Give you a shot of vodka, fucking get that back in your blood system, an IV bag, and fucking a sauna.
That's it, and a rubbing tub.
And a jerk off, and you're good to go.
When you dudes were in Vegas, did you ever go to one of those? Like those hangover places?
A rubbing tub?
Yeah. I mean, there's one on Carson Street now.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Yeah, they work.
Do they?
Yeah, they work.
How much are they?
They're not cheap, especially in Vegas. I think like $1.70 or something.
What about Carson?
I'm not sure. I haven't done it. I don't think they're cheap. I don't think any of it's cheap. They'll come to your house, the one on Carson, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So if you're like dying, like you like hit them up and they'll come to your crib with a bag and hook you up. And that shit does. I mean, it does work.
Yeah, it's an oil change.
Yeah, right. So I mean, that's it.
Yeah. So golf room, pool, or recovery room.
Yeah, big hangover room.
That's my favorite.
Yeah,
actually.
like I don't think like a movie room. You ever see the movie rooms and like, man, that's sick, but I don't know how often I'd be in there.
You know what? I was gonna say a home theater, dude. Like my brother-in-law was looking at the house, and I seen this one. The home theater was like what do you call it? Like terrace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you could.
Stadium
that's pretty
seating.
sick.
Yeah, right, dude. It was like pretty.
I mean, that's sweet, but like
fucking sick.
But like your huge golf simulator is also going to turn into like a it could be turned into a movie.
Right,
theater,
right.
too,
No, I agree, but I'm saying like specific.
Yeah.
You know, for that room, like every fucking seat reclines. You know, you got like an old school popcorn maker. It'll do the trick.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a fuck ton of money,
I'd go for the recovery room myself.
Right, me too. If you got a fuck ton of money, you could have all those rooms.
That's it, right? Just in the East Wing.
Not this week, but next week we're working our way there. But everybody have a safe week. Remember, don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button. And remember, Greenfield loves you. We're out.